Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Literally moments ago, Matt Law, Joe Shields' deal to join Chelsea has been completed. He will join as co-director of recruitment and talent once he has served gardening leave. Could be as many as 4 more appointments on the sporting side, which will include Christopher Vivell joining in a technical director role. Lots going on, ladies and gentlemen. Directors, and there's a whole heap of other bits and pieces that we need to get through. Let's do this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. As we talked about, less than 12 hours ago, less than 12 months ago. That's less than 12 hours ago in the live stream, that lots of movement happening in the director situation. Look, not all of it makes sense to me. It's a bit beyond me, but at the same time, I think all of us are probably in that sort of uncertainty, unsure region. There's so much going on, how the structure is all going to look like. I say let's be patient, but at the same time, I think let's be excited as well. It's probably needed, all of these individuals, as I keep saying, and I've said it so many times on my videos here, and you guys would know, the different multi sort of dimensional structure that we're creating. It's not just Chelsea Football Club. We're looking to buy clubs elsewhere. And this is probably why we're getting all of these directors, having all of these people who are going to be working across several clubs. And you need to ensure that enough people are involved and making sure that it's all being looked after, and it's not just 1 or 2 people who is trying to take care of many clubs and then they're not being able to do anything properly anyway. So you want to make sure that there's right people, enough people, and the workload is nicely distributed. So look, this is the latest from Matt Law, and we've talked about this in the previous live stream, that Joe Shields, who was an ex Man City I believe scout over there, or recruitment guy over there, he's got good pedigree in terms of players that were coming out from Man City, in the likes of Jadon Sancho, Romeo Lavia, and a couple other ones. Olise, who's now playing in Crystal Palace. So look, he's got good pedigree, and now he's coming in as a co-director of recruitment, and there could be 4 more appointments on the sporting side. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted out as well. And of course, not just Joe Shields as part of Chelsea recruitment team, as revealed yesterday, talks continue with Christopher Vivell to become the new technical director, and conversations will take place for new sporting director. Work in progress. So big moves going on. So as you can see, this is the picture of Joe Shields, Phil Foden. I've got no idea who that guy is. Probably someone I should know, but I've got no idea who that is. But yeah, definitely I know who Foden is. But yeah, big moves happening, ladies and gentlemen. Big moves happening. Just a little bit about Joe Shields as well. He's a thread from Ben Jacobs, and it's always fantastic to see what Ben Jacobs has to say, because he tends to have far more details about it. But this was a bit earlier on. Obviously, he was talking about how Joe Shields probably wasn't ready to commit as yet, but now we've heard the news that he has joined Chelsea Football Club. But there's some other interesting information in here from Ben Jacobs, which I'd like to share with you guys. From what I'm told, and despite Southampton's dismay, Joe Shields is yet to give Chelsea a final answer. Obviously, just a moment ago he has. The offer is there, but he's deliberating about what is best for him and his family personally and professionally, especially with the limited senior recruitment experience. So limited senior recruitment experience, does that mean maybe Joe Shields is going to work with the academy team, perhaps see if we can bring in more superstars into the Chelsea fold, the likes of Cesar Casady, Omari Hutchinson, Gabriel Slolina, and so on and so forth. Do you know what I mean? We're looking at bringing in Hendricks from Brazil. There will be a lengthy notice period or gardening leave. So there was that information that there's going to be a gardening leave, because obviously he's with Southampton at the moment. Southampton are not happy the way this has gone down. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you can't stop a person if they want to move on and develop to a bigger club. No disrespect to Southampton, but this gardening leave, someone's saying, what is that? So there's got to be a time off. He can't immediately join Chelsea Football Club. I don't really know why. Is it because he has some information? Southampton worried that someone like Joe Shields is going to try and steal some of those Southampton youngsters who came from Man City as well off the back of Joe Shields' recommendation. So there'll be a lengthy notice period or gardening leave should he agree to the role. It's a big decision and will be based on what he thinks he can achieve at Saints and clarity on Chelsea's pending hires model. He's not rushing into any answer despite strong Chelsea offer. Well, he's rushed into it. Southampton unhappy with how the approach to Shields was handled, but Shields has been open with all parties and has not yet fully made his mind up. He will talk to Saints, who do think he'll go, and seek further information from Chelsea on the role over the coming days. The key to all of this is really Shields' experience in senior recruitment. He needs to decide whether staying at Saints or a bigger operation like Chelsea is better for his development. Chelsea still await his decision. The key to all this is really Shields' experience in senior. Okay, so the senior experience, I think what Ben is trying to say is probably not there. Chelsea will also only start club-to-club talks once Shields accepts. They will then hope to negotiate a compensation package that could potentially also shorten the 6-month notice period. There you go. It needs to give them 6 months notice period, but Chelsea's probably going to pay the compensation and make this happen as quickly as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about Joe Shields. I don't know too much about him, but obviously he's got a good pedigree with youngsters that have joined Southampton this time around from Man City. But I would love to know what you think about Joe Shields. Okay, let's now talk about some juicy stories that's going on. First of all, we need to talk about this Frenkie de Jong. And at some level, I'm actually quite happy with this because he needs to suffer. He should have left Barcelona. And I wanted him at Chelsea Football Club so bad. But do you know what now? Now, no. You stay and you rot because you chose to stay at Barcelona. Frenkie de Jong is upset with his situation at Barcelona. He has not been a starter in any of Barca's important matches this year, and in the league has only been 3 times in the 11. If the situation doesn't change, he'll consider leaving in January. I'm sorry, man. I don't know where you're going to leave. Maybe Man United again. Perhaps Man United will come in. And then he might go to Man United, but it'll be a drop down. Do you know what I mean? You'll be playing Europa. Who knows if Man United will make top 4? I don't really think they're going to win the Europa either. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted him badly at Chelsea Football Club, but right now we're getting linked with Jude Bellingham and so on and so forth. Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm shameless like that. If he comes, it'll be fantastic. I like this player a lot. I'm not going to lie. I do like him a lot. But you brought this upon yourself. You really did. And now hopefully you suffer. Hopefully Barcelona gets knocked out to Europa League, which probably will happen. Inter Milan, all they need to do is get a victory against Victor Plzen, and then we're all going to celebrate. I can't wait for that match because straight after that Inter Milan match against Victor Plzen, if there's no Chelsea match after that, we're going live and we are celebrating the fact that Barcelona are going to Europa League again. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have joined Bayern and Liverpool in the race for Konrad Laimer, who will be a free agent next summer. The Austrian midfielder is looking for a new challenge, and the Premier League is also an attractive destination for him. Now, we know Man United were heavily linked with him, didn't get him. I don't know too much about Konrad Laimer because I've not been watching Leipzig. But here's the thing. He's been injured recently quite a bit, and obviously his contract's coming to an end. He's going to be a free agent. I'm more inclined to go with the other names, do you know what I mean, in terms of Jude Bellingham. To be honest, even Declan Rice, I'm starting to think sometimes I probably disrespect Declan Rice a bit too much, but Declan Rice is probably much better than some of these defenders. And Declan Rice is hell-bound to join Chelsea Football Club. So, look, not sure about Konrad Laimer. As we'll show you, his injury situation is not good, and we'll have a look at where he plays as well. Chelsea will challenge Bayern Munich for Red Bull Leipzig midfielder Konrad Laimer, so Bayern obviously is looking for him as well, who wants to leave the Bundesliga side next summer. He could be joining Christopher Vivell and Josko Vardiol at Stamford Bridge next season. I mean, look, there has to be a limit in trying to raid Leipzig. This is now borderline abuse. And Nkunku, quite possibly Vardiol as well, which is looking very positive, and also Laimer. We are absolutely destroying Leipzig. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got a good relationship with him. This is ladies and gentlemen, Konrad Laimer's stats and where he plays. Predominantly sort of central midfielder, defensive midfielder as well. I think he can play both of them. This is what he's been doing this season. This is his heat map, very much centrally. We'll have to show you last season. Very, very centrally, but a lot on the right side as well. So, he's not someone who, he's given 4 goals for Leipzig last season, but he's not someone who's, known to score goals from midfield or anything like that. And that's not what's expected anyway. His passing stats are very good. As you can see, 80% passing accuracy, 21.3. That's probably something that you will most likely touch the ball a lot more, as opposed to 21.3 times per game. So look, overall, it's fine, but it's not something that absolutely excites me. You let me know, ladies and gentlemen. This is some of his stats this season. He's actually been injured heavily, so he hasn't really featured much. 4 matches in Bundesliga, 1 in Champions League, 1 in DFL Super Cup. And the reason being is this. Look at this. This is his most recent injury, syndesmotic ligament tear from September 12th, and apparently he's expected to come back in January the 2nd. That's going to be 15 matches that he's potentially going to miss. Previously, last season, 2021, or actually the season before that, there was an ankle fracture where he missed 242 days. Last season, 18 days, 18 days, 18 days, 14 days, 5 matches, 2 matches, 1 match. Look, I don't know. I'm not convinced with this situation. Even though it's going to be a free, I'm not entirely convinced. But you guys let me know how you feel about Konrad Laimer. Now, a little bit of Kepa Arrizabalaga prop. It needs to happen. 3 clean sheets on the bounce for Kepa. Some lovely scenes here of him, enjoying the life, the smile. What a tremendous story, man. Few people say, he is the record goalkeeping, signature, but that's not his fault, man. Like, at the end of the day, he's not the one who set up the price. So I wanted to see what this article was about, which came from Chelsea official website. And we'll obviously give a bit of opinion on Kepa, but look, the article goes on to say how he's very, very excited and happy as to what's going on at Chelsea Football Club right now. Let's read some of the quotes, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy. It has been an important week for us. We didn't start the group stages in the best way. We need to win both games against AC Milan. Kepa said we needed to win both games. Sometimes these types of games happen. It was a huge fight. We were focused and calm. We spoke about that in the changing room at halftime. When asked to explain what life has been under new manager, he has started in the best way. We are improving. We have had only 1 month, but we are doing well. There is a long way to go, the goalkeeper said. Further goes on to say we are understanding his ideas. We have games every 3 days, so it's really important time, but we need all the team in every game to fight for titles towards the end of the season. We've met each other, so I didn't know this. This is an interesting fact from Kepa. We met each other in regards to Graham Potter. We met each other in the group stage in the Europa League a few years ago, Kepa revealed, recalling his Athletic Bilbao days back in 2017. We had a talk about that because I didn't know at that moment he was the manager of Austrian. It is so good to be back with him. So interesting, man. Kepa has faced Graham Potter previously when Graham Potter was the manager of Austrian. Look, I think he's undoubtedly Chelsea #1 now, and it's a good challenge for Mendy to see if he can reclaim his position. But right now, Kepa, he feels very confident. He seems, very comfortable on the field when the ball comes to him. Is the one thing. Look, we all knew his distribution. He's always comfortable with that, but it's at times where he comes out and becomes a sweeper keeper. Like, that is probably something that I've really, really enjoyed seeing of Kepa, and I hope it continues like this. What a story this is from Arrizabalaga, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Former Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel would be interested in succeeding Gareth Southgate as England manager after the World Cup. Do you know what? This would be a stupendous signing from England. I would actually even make the change now. I don't know why they want to keep Gareth Southgate. Southgate is poor. If anything, Thomas Tuchel, when it comes to cup competition, he knows his stuff. He knows it. And he would get so much out of that English squad. That is a devastating squad, man. It's just not playing well. The amount of talent that squad has, the amount of talent Thomas Tuchel will have in his disposal. This is a no-brainer, man. Like, England would have a big shot even though I think it's Argentina and Brazil's to lose. England with Thomas Tuchel, I don't know what you're waiting for, man. Make it happen. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of latest news in regards to Kylian Mbappé. So much happening in regards to Kylian Mbappé. Obviously, we dropped a video yesterday. Do check that out if you've missed my opinion on Kylian Mbappé joining Chelsea, how I don't want it. But this is the latest Zach Lowe's got from Romain Molina. Romain Molina, when it comes to footballing sort of secrets and inside stories, you best believe he knows his stuff. Kylian Mbappé asked Paris Saint-Germain to leave the club in August, 3 months after signing an extension due to the club's unfulfilled promises in the transfer market. Unfulfilled promises in the transfer market. And this is the guy that we want at Chelsea Football Club, Son. What's he going to do if some of our transfer market situation goes south? All the stuff that happened with Barcelona, how Barcelona stole all the players that we were linked with. What would Kylian Mbappé do there? Would he lose his mind? Would he be looking at leaving? Where's he going to go, to be honest? What football club out there is going to get him? Chelsea's probably one of them that could potentially get him, but Real Madrid is probably one. But Real Madrid, with the way they got insulted, would they really go back again? Maybe they could. City, they've got Haaland. Liverpool, no way you're going to have that level of money to get Kylian Mbappé. I mean, honestly, just too much. His attitude is a bit too much. The fact that he complains so much. And when you have Neymar and Messi in your team, that's mad. And all that power, all that. And also the other factor is his parents, especially his mom, like they're a massive factor. Like they're a bad influence to him. They always get involved in his situation and only make the matter even worse. We saw what happened in France, the Euros that finished a couple of years ago. So look, thanks, but no thanks. But yeah, he was looking to leave 3 months into signing a contract extension. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up everything that we needed to talk about from a Chelsea point of view and some side news here and there, people that are linked with Chelsea. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section about each and every little topics that we touched about. Joe Shields, which is the big one, breaking news. In the comment section below how you feel about that, and smash the like button. Let's try and achieve at least 500 likes. If you've watched it up until now, please smash the like button, get at least 500 likes. It helps the growth of the channel. If you enjoyed the channel, wanted to see it grow even more, smash that like button. We shall see you guys sometime tomorrow for a live. Until then, take care. See you.